Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 concepts in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 13. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is benzene attached with vinyl group. You are using lithium in liquid ammonia and tertiary butyl alcohol in excess. They ask you to guess the product there. The products are reduced double bonds. Whether the side double bonds are reduced or benzene double bonds are reduced or just a side bond and aromatic bonds are reduced or completely new kind of reduction or continuous reduction. From the reactant to product you might realize the question is about regioselective reduction. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having benzene ring. You are using lithium in liquid ammonia and tertiary butyl alcohol. It is called bridge reduction. Always 1,4 double bond formed, but 1,4 double bond formed near electron donating group. Here vinyl is electron rich, so it should be considered as electron donating group. So double bond formed near electron donating group. So the 1,4 double bond formed near the vinyl group. Next step you are using tertiary butyl alcohol. Here the alcohol can protonate the side chain first. Because free alkene is very reactive than ring alkene, so protonation happened at side chain. So protonation happened, you have cation formation. The cation is stable one, Markovnikov of addition. You have the cation, it has to be quenched. The cation quenched by isomerization, you have exocyclic double bond. So the answer is clearly D there. Here the driving force for the conversion is more substituted bond is stabler than isolated double bond. It is like Say-Sep rule. Here the concepts you have to learn is the vinyl should be considered as electron donating group during the bridge reduction. Second thing is more substituted bond is more stable than the isolated double bond. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is fused ring system. It has above the plane hydrogen and tosylate and you have one alcohol below the plane. You are using KH and THF. Basically you are using the base there. Here they ask you to find the product. Whether products are new ring formation or just elimination of OTS or elimination of OTS with ketone formation or elimination of OTS with different hydrogen. Basically fate of OH and fate of OTS is the real question here. So from the question and possible answers you might realize regioselective elimination is occurred here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal is difficult to imagine in the simple form, so we redraw to the chair form of cyclohexane. So we redraw that, so hydrogen is above, alcohol is below and OTS is cis2H, should be equatorial OTS. So you are using the base subtract the proton here. Here anion is formed after base subtraction, the anion has to be quenched. Always the charge travel to the leaving group, so what really happened is anion converted into ketone. Then the charge travel, you have OTS elimination, alkene formed at 1 and 2. So if you redraw nicely, you have the product. But the answer is twisted, so again you have to redraw to get it back. So answer is clearly D. Here the concept you have to learn is you have to be the master of drawing cyclohexane chair form and its substituents. Second thing is charge quenching. The charge quenching always travel to the leaving group. Here OTS is the leaving group. Then the question number 3. The question is really about stable configuration of 1,2-difluoroethane and 2,3-dibutanol. Here they given the 4 choices. 4 choices differ in the fluorine position. Whether they are Gauge conformation or stable conformation or OH is nearby or OH is away or fluorine is nearby, fluorine is away. So all forms are staggered forms, only you have to identify through fluorine and hydroxy group. So from the question and possible choices you might realize special stability versus functional group is the real question. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here the fluorine is given. Fluorine has special relation which is called Gauge effect. What really happens is the CH sigma bonded hydrogen can donate the electron of CF, which is sigma star orbital, anti-bonding orbital. So special kind of interaction and stability achieved there. That's why nearby fluorines are preferred here. So the interaction stabilize the form. Similarly, the dihydroxy group, it should be nearby because special stability by the hydrogen bonding. So methyl groups are also anti here. So methyl groups already anti. The OH is also connected through hydrogen bonding. So the structure is stable in the Koch form. The concepts you have to learn here is Koch effect and hydrogen bonding. Koch effect stabilizes the fluorine, hydrogen bonding stabilizes the diol here. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is aldehyde and you are reacting with triol there. You are using PTSA, which is acid. They ask you to find the product. The products are 6-member ring and 5-member ring. Both are different in the stereochemistry, whether pH is syn to inside oxygen or anti to inside oxygen. Same with 5-member and 6-member. So from the reactant and possible choices, you might realize the ring sizes versus stereochemistry is the real question here. The answer is B. Let us see how. Here you have to cyclize because the ketone is stabilized by the diol group. Always 1,3-diol stabilize it because it forms 6-member ring which is very stable. 1,2-diol form 5-member ring which is relatively unstable, but it's considered stable but relatively unstable. So 1,3-diol protect the ketone, it reacts. So you have to choose 1,3-diol there. So we redraw the structure to the chair form. It reacts with aldehyde, it forms 6-member stable ring. So the phenyl group, either it can be above or below, but always axial positions are stable in the cyclohexane form. So we redraw separately and it would be the answer B. Both are in the same plane which can be above or below. Answer we have already below, so we consider as B there. Here the concepts we have to learn is the diol, 1,3-diol always protects the ketone or carbonyl group. Second thing is in cyclohexane, the bulky groups or the functional group are always stable in the equatorial position. Then the question number 5, they given the molecular formula of the compound C10H14. They given 2 singlets in proton NMR, 3 signals in 13C NMR. So the possible structures they given. The structures are differ in the methyl group position, whether they are substituted in the benzene various position, ortho, meta or para, or just a diethyl benzene which is in the para form. So there are the 4 possibilities differ in the methyl and ethyl substitution. So from the question and the structure of the substituents, you might understand that you have to be the master of symmetry versus NMR spectroscopy. The answer is A. Let us see how. Let us draw first symmetry elements there. The compound A has symmetry along the hydrogen there, so we redraw it. So it have 1 proton on the CH3 and second proton on the symmetrical plane and same proton on the reflection side. So 2 signals in the proton NMR. First let us consider the proton NMR. Once we fix with that, we move to C13. Then if you draw the second structure which is B, the structure have plane along CH3. So it has 3 type of proton, 1 proton, 2 proton and 3 proton. So it has 3 signals. So definitely it is not an answer. Similarly, the third structure, the plane is among the breaking the benzene ring half of it. So bisecting it. So you have definitely 3 set of protons, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The fourth structure which is D, which has plane of symmetry in the again bisecting the benzene ring. So you have 3 set of protons. From the proton itself you will understand the answer. It has 1 proton NMR. It has the answer A, which has 2 proton NMR. C13 information is the supporting evidence here. Here the concept you have to learn is the atom in the reflection plane will have same chemical shifts. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.